Hey, what is going on everybody? It is Nolan, or the Optimistic Gamer here, and welcome back to Crafted Chaos. Today is the day we are fighting the Ender Dragon. I have created a second diamond jetpack that is charging right over here, just in case our first one runs out. I don't anticipate on that happening, but it's better to be on the safe side. Plus, having this extra jetpack means that we can always have one on the charging station and not have to worry about always running over to charge that. As soon as this jetpack runs out, we can swap the two, and by the time that one runs out, the other one will be fully charged. So we have a very nice cycle going. I also took our Ender into the Nether, and of course this drops mob heads, and I was able to acquire a pretty good handful of wither skeleton skulls. Now with these we will be able to spawn 4 withers, which means 4 nether stars, which means nether star seeds. So by the end of the next episode, I am hoping to be fully automated with our nether star growth, which will also enable us to get the flight module. I just realized we can put that away for now. That will enable us to get the creative flight module that we need for our supremium armor. Right here, the flight augment that will allow us to fly around just like this, but we don't slowly sink, we don't have to charge it, and the armor is fantastic. So again, that is next episode. Today it is all about the dragon fight. I acquired all 12 Eyes of Ender that we needed to open up the portal, and once that is finished charging, I think we will stick with the 16.7 Mega FE here on our current jetpack. We will head over to the stronghold, which is off in that direction, and we will head in to fight the Ender Dragon. I don't anticipate this on being a difficult fight or taking very long. Of course, it is modded Minecraft, so we will see what happens. But if that is the case, then we will fly out to the outer end islands and maybe raid a end city. We will just have to see. But that is nearly finished. I will see all of you in the stronghold momentarily. Our weapons of war today are going to be our obsidian sword, the streamlined bow of wounding, maybe the ender, and of course we have a water bucket just in case we get into a situation with some endermen. But of course with our jetpack, I don't anticipate on that happening. So let's get our eyes placed down onto the portal. And there we go, it is time to head on in. Let's just confirm that we have everything that we need, and we should be good to go. Alright, how about this? That looks pretty cool if I do say so myself. Now again, we have our jetpack, which is going to make this fight a little bit easier, and it doesn't look like the mods are going to make all that much of a difference. So we can start to take out some of our towers. I forgot I fly very fast with this jetpack, and this will make it a little bit easier. Of course, I know some of you might say that, well, that's kind of cheating, isn't it? It's a little easy. Well, it's modded Minecraft. We have other difficult things to deal with that aren't the dragon fight. The dragon fight is just sort of a path that we have to take to progress in the game, not so much the final boss. But the shaders definitely add a very nice element here to the end, and it looks like we just have one crystal left right over here that we will quickly take out, and now we can fly around and do some melee damage to the Ender Dragon. How often do you get to say that? We will wait for the dragon to perch. In the meantime, I want to find out what we have right down here. It looks like some kind of fish, and it looks like they might be passive. The cosmic cods. Interesting. Alright, so the dragon is perching now. We can go ahead and turn off our hover mode. If we get hurled into the sky, we will certainly turn that back on. But we should just be able to stand here and do some damage to the dragon. Nice and simple. And again, I am ready to turn hover mode on if we need to, and there we go. It looks like we didn't need to though. So we will fly back up into the sky, and maybe we will use our bow. I think this is working out pretty well for us. I think the dragon is a little bit confused by our arguably unfair advantage here with the jetpack. Yeah, well, guess what, my friend? We have a second one too, so you can fly around all you want. Not a problem for us. So it looks like the dragon is gonna perch here. Let's get down to the ground. And we will make our way into the middle here, and it looks like we have upset an Enderman. We will just run away and get into the dragon. The Enderman shouldn't be able to reach us from in here. And we are gonna go back into hover mode and just hit it from the ground. It sounds like that Enderman has died, so I don't think that is a problem for us. And we are very close, in just a couple more hits with our bow should finish the dragon here. One more hit, and there we go, free the end. Alright, so that takes care of that. It looks like all of the Endermen have calmed down a little bit. So we will collect our dragon egg and all of our XP, and then we will move on to the outer end islands and see if there's anything that we can find. It looks like we have some nice and big XP orbs, so that will be good for us. Let's turn off hover mode, and there we go. There's 5 levels, there's 14 levels, and that puts us up another 9, and then right over here, all the way up to level 68. Let's grab our dragon egg, shall we? So it looks like it has moved right over here. We will break that, get our torch placed down, and there we go. We now have our dragon egg, which has gone inside of our backpack here. So now it is time to head to the outer end islands. Now, I haven't really thought this through all that much. I think we are going to need an ender pearl, so we are going to build ourselves a little bit of a safe shelter here, and then we will look at some endermen and get their pearls so that we can make... Did I just get an Eye of Ender from that stone? I sure did. And it looks like we already have some ender pearls, so this will not be a problem for us. Let's fly on up here and make sure we are lined up, of course, and we can go ahead and throw our ender pearl right through the portal. There we go. Remote gateway. We are now in the End Highlands. This is going to be nice and easy. We can fly all we want, look at all of the endermen that we want, and they won't be able to harm us at all. Of course, we have to keep an eye on our jetpack. We don't want to get stranded out here. Once we get elytra, we should be okay. Not that we will really use it for anything, but it will be nice to have that as insurance. I really do like what the shaders do to the... That is an interesting mob over here. Is that hostile? I don't think it is. It doesn't seem to be targeting us. But I really do like what the shaders have done to the end. It makes it a lot more dynamic. So let's go ahead and check on our map just to make sure we haven't missed any cities. And of course they spawn in that grid pattern, so once we find one, we will be able to just go north and south. I wonder if we can ride on the backs of these mobs. We have something else right down here. Lots of new life here, including Wallace the Scary. And here we go. Whoa, how about that? Screenshot that. Well, I think we have found the end city that we are after, except as large as this one is, it does not have a ship, but I'm sure it has some phenomenal loot up here in these treasure rooms. So let's fly up here. The shulkers won't really have much of an effect on us. In fact, we don't even need shulker boxes, but I still want to maybe avoid getting hit as much as we can, but we are still gonna grab all of the loot regardless. And we have... Are those jumping shulker boxes? Oh, there's some kind of slime. Alright. Something else to look out for as we raid the end cities. So let's go ahead and break through here and grab the contents from this chest, which looks somewhat impressive. Again, I have no idea what any of these things actually do, but we are just going to grab them anyway. We got another ender, how about that? So we have gotten those two. I believe we will have another chest or two right down in here. Looks like around on this side. Let's go ahead and break through that wall there. And yep, a few more items. Is that a pool floaty that we got? A helium flamingo in the belt slot. That is going to be fun. We will try that on at the end of today's episode. So I think we are going to have another chest or two right up here, or maybe not. It doesn't look like that, but we will have one down here in this room. And I went in from the wrong side, and now those shulkers are going to be firing at us, although there might not be any chests in here. I don't see any. It doesn't look like we have any in there, so we can go ahead and skip that, which takes care of those two towers. Those two up there have been looted, and I think we did grab this one. Oh, maybe not. I'm sure there are a couple of great loot chests in here as well. Here they are. Let's break through these walls real quick. We will get bombarded by shulkers, but we will still grab all of these things anyway. And we will see if we can get out of here before getting hit. And here we go. All right. Safe and sound. That should be everything from there. That is some nice looking loot. We even got a gold backpack in case our diamond backpack runs out. We have a lot of diamond knives though, including one with looting 2, efficiency 4. I'm not sure how that will be helpful on a knife, perhaps cutting vegetables or something like that. But now that we have discovered this one, we can follow the grid system, and we should have another one if we head due north. I have not found any, so I think we will turn around and try east. Well, maybe it's a little bit different in modded Minecraft. All that we are really missing at this point is the elytra. And here we go, alright. So, no end ship on this one, and a very small end city at that, probably about as small as they get, but we should still have some loot chests right over here on this side that are probably worth checking out. Let's make sure we have an empty inventory before we crack these open, and we will see what we get out of here. Not bad loot from there. Again though, we are still after our elytra, and we do have an end gateway right here. I think I will set a temporary waypoint just so we know that we can get back. And we have another one right here. I'll just keep setting these as we continue on. And here we go. All right, how's that for a nice and large end city? So why don't we head up to the ship and grab our elytra? We will get the dragon head as well. And as long as the backpack has some slots, I didn't even realize we got the spire armor trim. How about that? So we will go ahead and grab this dragon head real quick. We have magnetic on our backpack that is turned on, so that will go right into there. And I think we'll just take the long way into this ship right here, as long as we don't get levitated up. And of course we will have a shulker right here. That's okay. We will grab our elytra. We will grab as many items out of here as we can and try to take out that elytra too while we are at it. And we are getting all kinds of foreign loot here. Hey, we got bunny hoppers. I'm assuming that will give us some kind of jump boost. So let's go ahead and finish off this end city then, and then we will head home and examine all of our fabulous loot that we have collected. And I'm glad we found that gold backpack, because we are at max capacity in the diamond. And I don't think we will have any loot in here. It doesn't look like it. So probably one more loot chest right down in here, maybe. And it doesn't look like we have any loot in there either. So that is going to be everything from that city. Not bad in terms of what we have found. So I think we can head back home now and see what we have collected. And I hope our spawn point is correct here. And it looks like it is. Look at that, we are back home in our bedroom, all safe and sound. So let's have a look at some of our loot, because we found a lot of it. So starting here in the diamond backpack, we found all kinds of diamond tools and weapons. The diamond axe and shovel we already had, but everything else up here, the knives, the chest plate, of course our jetpack belongs to us as well. And speaking of, we will throw this one onto the charger so that can start to build up, and we will put this one onto our body. Simple as that, nice and easy. We can turn on the engine as well. Well, as I was trying to remember what my keybind for the engine is, I discovered a throttle key, which would have been nice to know about a long time ago. So let's give this a shot. Oh, that is much more convenient. Yeah, I wish I knew about that a lot longer ago. But hey, we have it now. We will have it for an episode until we have our Supremium armor. Nonetheless, in here, all of our diamond tools that we have found, our diamond armor, the diamonds themselves, that is a very shiny set of treasure, and a little bit more here in the gold backpack as well. We will be able to crush all of these items down and get raw diamonds out of them. Of course, there's not really any point to doing that, considering the amount of diamonds that we already have, but we will find a use for these at some point. We will get those added to our inventory. Of course, we found a flamingo belt, so we will go ahead and add that somewhere here. It looks like we have all kinds of different rings, and how about that? Let's go into third person here. That looks very nice. Now, do we float in water? That is what I would like to know. If we jump down in here, will we float? We do not float. I think that is a missed opportunity there. That's okay though, we don't really need to float anyway. Don't come in here. But I think we will keep that on because that is pretty fun. Moving on, we found quite a bit of ingots as well, including some dark steel ingots, compressed iron ingots, and I think that is all in the way of ingots. We will get these added to our inventory. And then we found a lot of compressed iron gear, chest plates, helmets, leggings, well, are these seriously netherite leggings? Steel-touched netherite leggings of stubbornness. That is interesting. And then in here, some compressed iron leggings, another chest plate, and we can get all of those added as well. We found a lot of orbs of temporary flight, which seems to give us 5 minutes of flight. How do we use these? That's what I want to know. Do we right-click them? Can we fly now? What do we do? It says we have temporary flight. I don't know what that means for us, but I may have just accidentally used one. Luckily, they seem pretty common in those end cities. We'll get those put into our inventory panel. And then we found a bunch of random gems. We have that. We have some minigun ammo. We have... Oh, how convenient. We are actually taking a look at the Ars Nouveau mod here in a couple episodes. So we found some kind of book, a utility spell to aid in your adventures. Uh-oh, are we out of power here in the crafting grid? I think I need to sleep. There we go, we are back online. But we will store that away for now and pull that back out here in a few episodes. In fact, all of these Ars Nouveau items, which it looks like there are a lot of, which is very nice for us, we will store all of those away. And then we have a handful of pneumatic craft items as well. We will be working with pneumatic craft in the distant future. And then we have some Ender IO and Apotheosis items as well. Again, we will also be working with those mods in the distant future. Everything else is just kind of small artifacts, and I think we have some Forbidden and Arcanus items as well. And then, of course, all of our normal Minecraft items, including a rare armor trim. So I think that was a very successful trip to the end, and we will be back there. What did we get? The next generation. I guess we just now grabbed our dragon egg out of our backpack. So we will throw everything into there, including all of the things that I wanted to store. Sky's the limit. There's our elytra, and we are going to put on our bunny hoppers if we can. And it looks like we can, and what kind of jump boost do we have? We have a 2 second, or not 2 second, a jump boost to effect. Oh no. Oh no, it looks like our elevator has seemed to glitch. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to figure this one out, because that is not good. It seems like our elevator might have gone all the way down into the ground. I will work on that off camera. But with all of that loot sorted away, and with our flamingo floaty and bunny slippers, that is where we are going to end today's episode. I really hope you enjoyed it. I know it was a little bit of a different pace than what we are used to, but that is a very vital step and will help us progress, especially with next episode, when we will take on 4 withers, not at the same time, but 4 withers nonetheless. And by the end of it, hopefully we will have creative flight. If you enjoyed today's episode, definitely hit that thumbs up button and make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on daily content as soon as I publish it. Check the description for some more important information, links, how to contact me, all of that good stuff. And with all of that being said, comment, like, subscribe, remember to stay optimistic, and I will see all of you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Bye!